That's crazy, I don't understand it. I don't understand. I mean, after, everybody done seen the move that mama done made,
Yeah.
and see that it's hurtful that here my son and died.
Yeah.
My mama break her neck. Her position is, Tari said that whatever, if something happened to him, he don't want his daughter with his mama. Okay, but you take his daughter and place her with some people don't nobody in the family know, have no affiliation with. The one contact I make with these people, they wanted me dead. Okay, and stated that you're gonna be next on the first 48 for inquiring about my granddaughter. So why is it so important to my mother that she take my son's child, place her somewhere in the darkness, to never be seen or heard from? This allow her to be in contact with her grandmother. That Sharice know damn well that her grandmama Nana gonna see about her. Where Sharice running from, I don't know. Mama giving her the authority or power to say, here, you can live your own life and do what you want to do. You don't have to listen to Noni. You can do whatever you want to do. And then you collecting a check from Social Security, but you got Sharice thinking that I'm getting your grandmama getting that check. She lying. She knows she get a check from Social Security from you. My mama know goddamn well I don't get no check. So you got the baby believing that I'm stealing money from her while you cashing the check. You live in Texas. You done gave her to some estranged family member, somebody we don't know shit about, and you doing me an injustice. You done lied and said I was a junkie and all these other things to have custody of my granddaughter, but she's not even with you.
Right.
It'd be different if you was trying to live up to Tyree's so-called deontological decision, but I'm protecting her from his mother as he requested. Why she not in your safety?
Right.
If you felt that strong about her, why you ain't put her in somebody with the family that you know that's going to be protective of her and see about her well-being? Why is it mean everything to my mom that I don't have a relationship with my children's children? Make that make sense.
She don't feel that strongly about it. She just or whatever.
I'm trying to understand why she been gunning after me my whole life. It's like you desecrating on my son seed. You did it to my daughter's seed. Why? It's reflective now. And on the onset when it happened with Sharice, I was all over the place. I'm thinking Monica Trent and them did this, and Daryl, and it turned out it wasn't Monica Trent, it was Sharice's mother-in-law, Gloria Upshaw. Okay. They the one had all that insurance on Sharice. The father-in-law had my daughter highly insured. Turned out he had her insured, and so did my mother and my sister. And so what you wanted to hide was that we had all this insurance on Noni's daughter, but you didn't contribute damn dollar to the kid. Then my mama made a statement. Noni she said, you just jealous because Red had Sharice insured and you didn't. No, mama, wasn't running around here trying to compete on who was going to have the highest insurance policy on my married children. I didn't need no $500,000 worth of insurance on my daughter. She had a husband and children. And if they had insurance, that would have been for their own family, not for me to have anything out of this. And then if I had that kind of insurance on my child, okay, and you paid that kind of money to insure her, why didn't you consider her children? That was your great-grandkid. Well, you know what? At the end, mom and them got $750,000 off Cherie. I got $750,000 off my damn niece and my granddaughter. Let me establish her children. They just wanted my grandbabies for the documentation of things to roll them dollars around. And that you got it. You got away with all that money, and you didn't even see about her kids. You threw her kids to the trash. You knew I would at least loved them. They could have gotten away with it, because all I wanted to do was love them. I didn't even see the money part. And then when me and Tyrese, the stuff started falling together and unfolded, me and Tyrese started seeing the big picture, and it pointed back to Red and my mom, because I'm like, how did Monica and Trick them know all these things about me? These people wasn't in my children's life. Right. Alexis and Javon didn't meet their father to their mama's funeral. They left up the day they said goodbye to their mama. They were introduced to these men and said, we a real father. We what? Where they come from? Tyree had summoned these niggas from out of the murky clay. Maurice was presumed dead according to his own mama. FBI, Monica Trent one told. We know her daughter had died, killed herself. But she the one told me with her own mouth that the streets told me that Maurice was dead. She confessed it. She said, yes. I'm on the phone crying with her. Like, damn, you done lost your only 2 kids. I can imagine. She was catatonic. But I always stayed in touch with Monica because I knew she had a common interest with me. A granddaughter, Alexis, but Monica never took interest into Alexis. And she saw, me and Sharice took her to go see Monica when she was 6 months old. Sharice went on, married Durham, went on that, and that's the only father that she knew was Durham. She didn't even know she had a father. When we presumed he was dead, Sharice never even told Sharice that you have a father somewhere in California. Why? Because he's dead. And then Sharice's best friend ran into him. When we found him, Maurice Antoine Simmons, San Diego, $100 million real estate scam. He that big high profile case. That's how I tracked Alexis down through that, seeing him on the news. And his mama with her federal experience and contacts and connection got Maurice out. Maurice got 15 years, but he was out 9 months. Gone, bro. He dropped it down on Darnell Bell, on D. Bell. Brought up this stuff about Bell Industry. I saw the article. I said, I know that, but guy. They were trying to see what other stuff I knew to give them information to hang deeper. I said, I ain't here for that. I'm here for my granddaughter. I seen a bunch of stuff in the pathway to see about my grandbabies. But they got away with that. Now here I am again. Now it's my son's kid. Now this time, we ain't going to go through y'all system. I thank the God for Judge Olga Alvarez because she said, I'm protected by the laws of California, but I ain't going outside this jurisdiction. Right. The laws of California is protecting me. I'm not touching Michigan because they wicked. Look what Michigan allowed happened to me. No damn well my grandbaby wasn't kidnapped and know that I was the grandmother. But you took that preponderance of bullshit and lies and held it against me and incarcerated me and then turned me into a man. And then, so I still didn't have these kids. So this is all wrong. Now I'm right back here again, repeating the same cycle. Now, who wrong? Who telling the damn lie? No, this situation now has exposed the system, my mama, my family, everybody, to show their true reflection of who they really are as a people. Because I ain't ashamed or embarrassed to come up and say, y'all locked me up. You put me in prison for a lie. Then this is how I got there. Now I'm showing you how I got to prison in the first place. And I learned, the first word I learned when I got there was recidivism. I ain't going back. This the same damn thing. Yeah. Let's look at this now. Now, instead of me getting the birth and death certificate after the fact, I'm finna come to you right now. I am Tari or mother. But in that, y'all let falsified information and documents pass through y'all system and you still rewarding the wicked people. And you still see me as the monster for doing all that was right. I dotted every I crossed every T, and I walked in total, complete righteousness in this thing. And I'm damn if they're going to drag me down the murky clay some more. This woman said, well, they said in Michigan, I know you ain't telling me about no hearsay. I don't even know the finish talking. Mm-hmm. Well, because of what they saying there, and then you know what you say. I said, what do the paperwork say here? My truth is reflective. Right. I don't care what that judge. I said that judge in Michigan wouldn't even show his wicked face. He couldn't even face Judge Alvarez in California. That tell you right there something wrong with them. That they was in default when they couldn't make an appearance to this woman. That's wrong. I'm the monster. I'm the crooked person. But I'm the one standing in the system's face, crying and hollering and screaming, help us, help us. But you're not listening to me. If I was raggedy and wicked, I wouldn't be in the system face. I'm in your face because I want you to see these truths. But while that the truths are self-evident, you're not examining them. You see me in error for presenting you truth. I'm a problem. There's something wrong with our judicial system, and I want them to see themselves. It ain't just about my mama and the wicked family I'm dealing with. Look at the whole thing collectively. You got a child thinking I'm the monster. Why you told my daughter's children to fear me because I'm the reason their mother's dead, so they think I'm a murderer. You raising my daughter children to believe I'm the reason their mama dead. I would be afraid of me too. That means y'all hiding something. For you to tell them damn kids that I killed their mama, they supposed to be afraid of me. And if that's all they believe, but you know in your heart that story is untrue. So what is these people really hiding? Yeah. That you would raise them kids to believe something that hanging where they don't even want to have a relationship with their mother's mother or to know anything about their maternal roots, their maternal bloodline. They cut it off with a lie and deception. Why them kids should not have known where they come from on their mama's side, and they got a whole grandmama still living in this world that can answer some of those questions that they missing in that generational gap there. All they have is someone else married version.
Keep them from finding that out.
But it's a reason why they bury these children in these lies.
Yeah.
And that's what I want the answer to. I already know everything else a lie. The answer I'm looking for is what were y'all hiding?
Right.
That you buried them kids in that life. You know damn well I ain't guilty of killing my damn daughter. I done killed everybody that done died in the family.
Come on now, you know. You know that ain't.
Yeah, I killed my daddy, my brother, my best friend, my cousin, my son. Now they saying I killed Tyree. I killed my daughter. I ain't killed all these people. I ain't been questioned by a judge yet. I ain't never seen the jury. I ain't see a jury when they said I kidnapped my grandkids. I asked for one. But what happened to them, they slung me up like a slinky. They stretched me out like a slinky. That's how they played me. They just played me like a fiddle in them courtroom and laughed at me. But guess what? The joke ain't over yet. It's some more laughter that got he who laughed least. Yeah. He who laughs the least. Yeah. I need somebody to make all this stuff make sense to me. Make it make sense. I want to know how my mama power of influence it carries that much weight.
She's doing something. She's saying something.
No, what it is, they want to use mama age as a factor. But you know, mama old and she do, but mama wrong. You see she wrong. How can you live with yourself knowing that mama is wrong? So this is how they live with themselves. No, mama started this rumor. If Noni wants Sharice, she can go and get her. She know where she at. Because I made contact with the girl, that mean I know where that baby at. That girl never gave me no address. That girl cussed me out, threatened my life. I recorded it, took it to the court. So that was in the conversation. How you going to insist? So they're going to believe Lena Bell. Well, she Noni talked to that girl so she know where Sharice at. I know who Sharice is with, according to the conversation. But I don't know where she's at. Let's just be realistic. So so Shantae threw it at me. Keisha threw it at me. You want Sharice, you need to get off her anybody. You know what she said. You could go get her. First of all, I didn't put her where she at. And why should I go to Michigan and get caught up in Michigan to get handcuffed and thrown in jail and wait on somebody to hear my case? You got me twisted. Michigan gonna come to me. I damn sure would never go to Michigan because Michigan showed me how much love they have for Rena Bell. And anything that I have that got anything with truth on it, they're not going to examine it. So my black behind need to stay in California where the judge say I am safe here. I'm not going outside the jurisdiction of California where I know I have a safety net. I'm not crossing no state line. I don't trust these people because the feds said it's okay. But the feds was on my ass. The feds came and got me. The feds looked at Lexus and Lexus said, do I look kidnapped to y'all? And that federal agent said, do this woman got documents on the car? I said, here they go, your ma'am. She was like, that lady was pissed off. The police took the documents and threw them up against the hood of the car. And the lady went and grabbed them and looking at them documents, started shaking her head. She was mad as hell because I had documents on my kids. They told the judge she falsified them, and the judge was satisfied with they say. But I didn't falsify anything. Sharice Upshaw Howard was my daughter. I had the right to claim my grandkids to see about their safety and welfare. It just never dawned on me to go apply for Social Security. I knew my income wasn't enough. I said, how am I going to take care of these kids? What I'm going to do? Because I had put my job on hold in Florida. I didn't want to move back there. I had to get the kids established. I was just all over the place. I was in shock. I didn't know what to do, and I knew I needed income. If I had a thought, go to Social Security and apply for income, you will have a check for Alexis and Javon. I didn't have it. Tyree made arrangements for them to spend some time with the father. I'm under my nose. No, you don't let these kids go off with these men they just met at their mama funeral. We don't know these men. They just met them. But no. Tyree, but Tyree had called Maurice and Anthony into the reflection to kill his brother-in-law. He wanted Daryl killed, and he bought the guns and everything, had everything set up, and he was going to get Maurice to the airport and get him out because he wanted Maurice to be the trigger man. Yeah. Maurice told me to get down. And so, well, how did you resurrect Anthony? But Tyree didn't know that Anthony was the guy that went to jail for raping his sister. When Tyrese got the court documents, he read it himself. See where he said, Mama, see, that's what I mean about y'all holding and keeping secret. No, it wasn't about keeping secret. Sharice did swear me to secrecy. Because Tyree happened, small world. He had a club, he meet Anthony. Anthony come home with him, they kick it, Sharice go to Louisiana, visit Tyree, and that's the nigga that raped her. She's like, Mama, that man that raped me, that nigga, he was there. Him and Tyree were drunk, they was kicking it. I didn't know how to tell him, because you know Tyree would go off. I say, just don't say nothing. So we thought it was a one-time deal thing, but Anthony kept popping up. Found out this is Sharice's sister. Brother, the girl you raped. So I don't know how Sharice moved that over, but Anthony blended back in. He knew he wanted to see Javon, but Sharice would never allow the relationship. Yeah. So Anthony only talked on few occasions to Sharice when he had got out. Then they lost their contact. Anthony ended up back in jail. But Sharice stayed in touch with his mother because Sharice had promised Anthony's mother that when she had Javon, she wasn't sure if it was the rapist, Anthony's baby, which was the rapist, or if Javon was her husband. So her and the girl, because my kids always believed in verbal agreement. And they came to me, and this was the verbal agreement, that Sharice was going to have the baby. If it was her husband's, fine. If it wasn't, she was going to put Javon up for adoption. Well, Sharice met Anthony's mother at the trial. Not only did he have raped Sharice, he had raped a minor, a little 14-year-old, something like that. So he was registered sex offender. Now he's going to do time. So when she met him, his mother, I remember her name being Pony because my nickname Noni. Yeah. And so, and Sharice introduced her, and I met her over the phone. And she was like, she asked her, she said, if that is my son's baby, will you let me have the child? Or have visitation, whatever. She was trying to make arrangements. She said, because Anthony was a twin. And this is the story my daughter told me and turned out to be true. Anthony had a twin brother who died. That's how she won Sharice over. And she said, since Anthony's going to go away due time, if he has a child, that would be the only seed that I would have to my son. And so Sharice said she agreed with her. She said, but when Javon was born, she changed her mind because she realized that was his baby. But what she did was allow Pony a relationship. And I said, Sharice, because Daryl told her no. The part of the agreement was that the fathers would never be known or recognized. Their names were not on no birth certificate. So the kid, and Daryl was supposed to adopt Alexis and Javon. That was the agreement. But it never happened. And so when they ended up, when Tyree happened, that's how Tyree knew how to, because he had a relationship, semi-relationship with Anthony, and that's why he went through. Tyree got a long arm, so he was being stationary. He know people, so he was finding a way to connect with Anthony when Sharice got killed, because he was looking for a trigger man to take out his brother-in-law. That's how they got on the scene. And so that's why when they were at the funeral, they stood up and said, I'm Alexis' father. I'm Javon's father. And I was in shock like, here go my mom. She called them men. And she told them niggas to come over here. Like I had these, like I'm walking around with niggas my daughter laid up with phone numbers. You know, I got their numbers in my little black book. I'm going to keep up with these niggas in the street, especially one of them being presumed dead by his own mother testimony. And so I'm just looking at all of the pieces of the puzzle and see how my mama and my sister played a big hand in this, because they orchestrated all of the other people and manipulated them to have their way, because everything looked like it was Monica Trent and Sharice's mother-in-law. I see what a mother-in-law now had her play her hand in it, and that's why she had me and Tyree arrested in the intensive care unit when Sharice was on her deathbed. Said that we got arrested for, it was against the law to grieve in public. And me and Tyree got arrested at Granville Hospital. The NAACP came there in March on Granville Hospital, made them give me all my identity back and an apology, because they found out that I was the mother of the deceased and not the girlfriend as I was described. I was some girlfriend was supposed to be come on to jump on Sharice while she was in the intensive care unit, and they thought that's who I was. No, I was Sharice's mother, and I know I didn't come in there combative. But they tried to give us a case on the onset, and Camille recognized it. But she didn't know what's going on. She said, Mama, that lady told them people that you and Tyreek was coming to do. I'm like, what? I'm Sharice's mother. So we was being canceled out on the onset. So it was, the stuff was building up. So Monica Trent had her dirty hand in it. My mama had hand was dirty. Red hand was dirty. And Monica Trent out here being on federal side, because her husband they work with the feds. Yeah. They house inmates. And so with her federal connection, Monica Trent just did what she thought was best according to what she was being fed. Yeah. So Monica was really an instrument for my mom and them to push the envelope for her on this end. So Monica thought she was protecting Alexa's best interest, but Monica was being manipulated by my mother, because there's no way that woman should have known anything about me unless she was being fed information through my family, because we didn't have no communication. Yeah. We didn't have a relationship. Alexis didn't know them people till way after her mama died. Her mama had been dead almost 2 years before she met her grandmama. Girl, bye. And they took Alexis at 16 years old and blood tested her and said, oh, she one of us. It took you all that time to do it? Alexis said, Grandma, they took me to the diagnosis center. They took the kids to the banks and social. They just worked them kids through the system, took all the money. As soon as Alexis' last check came, they threw her out in the street. Alexis found me in a nursing home. Wow. At Bella Vista. Okay. Yep. And they made her pay for her own units to go to college and everything. Took all the money and spent it. I tried to protect the money, went through Social Security and the bank, and that man in that bank fought with me to try to protect it. But Monica found some slick way to get it over and got over on Social Security. And Social Security rolled it out and helped them rob them kids. Instead of protecting the interests of the kids, I asked Social Security, why don't you just lock the money up in escrow until everything is settled in court? That way the kids' money will be there. They was antsy to just distribute it. So I said, block that money. My mama ain't got no business applying. And so if I'm applying until the documents I settle, should nobody get one fucking dollar until every document, every I is dotted and every T crossed. But they let them take the money anyway. You did this with my daughter. Now you let my mama just blatantly get away with it. It ain't no figuring it out. It's crystal clear what Rena doing. And Social Security had aided her, and so did the police. They aided her because it's more likely to believe this 80-year-old woman and say her daughter is some crackhead that's just living her life recklessly, and then because preponderance evidence mean that you're more likely to be telling the truth than not telling the truth. That's it. That's all. And so you don't have to prove. Once you make a statement, be derogatory, whatever, I got to prove that you lied. And now when I come and prove that you are a liar and that you lied, they don't do a goddamn thing about it because they accepted their lie on the onset. Yeah, already. And then when you try to fix it, they don't even want to give you an apology. Right. They just like, oh my God, they make matters even worse. Mommy got me twisted. Don't tell me to go through some extra loot. The judge didn't tell me I had to jump no more. I'm doing what the judge said. I'm not finna let them little imps have me all discombobulated. I'm burnt out.
Yeah, that's a lot.
It's too much. I'm burnt out. I gotta sleep this shit off. Wake up and fight it back. Watch what God gonna do next. Watch. I don't believe that I have to jump an extra hoop. I just don't believe that God gonna make me move an extra inch. I'm just gonna go back to the judge. Waiting on Michigan to give me a court date. Michigan had already proved that they're not for me. I'm gonna wait on them to give me a court date 8 months from now. You got me twisted. And then they're going to want a personal appearance. Now, my mama got the finances to fly from Texas to Michigan to make those false appearances. I don't have to appear in Michigan. I don't live in Michigan. And my granddaughter was a minor child. Yes, she lived in Michigan, but she was a minor living in Michigan, not a grown woman. She's a minor child with her father. Now, she don't have a father in Michigan. A grandmother, a great-grandmother, the brother or sister, she don't got no family in Michigan. Huh. But Mrs. Orr can continue to cash a check on her behalf and say Winona is cashing it. Any money I got on behalf of Sharice went in the house for Sharice. She got a home, rent being paid monthly, and she got furniture, bedroom set. She got everything she need. All I need is her physically here. Amen. Yep, we're going to see how it play out now.